This is 2140 GMT, Part C of the KhoodeelaarTV television channel, broadcasting under the banner of BabyAngelGeronimo editions. KhoodeelaarTV television channel being broadcast only on the internet, and the BabyAngelGeronimo editions were devised by me, Muhammad Haq, who adapted the BabyAngelGeronimo as the world's bestest BabyAngelGeronimo and the best witness to the abuses of office, abuses of power by all organs of the United Kingdom state in 2021. BabyAngelGeronimo has been vindicated by every single item of authentic evidence being presented before the COVID-19 inquiry being chaired by Lady Hullet. As BabyAngelGeronimo has been vindicated in other inquiries, for example, the inquiries conducted by the Members of Parliament Select Committee in the House of Commons, which interviewed Boris Johnson, the congenital liar. And the liar lost his temper when being quizzed, especially intensely by the chair, Bernard Jenkins, and the recommendation collectively, or the recommendations individually, of the particular committee led directly to the loss of all credibility by the liar, Boris Johnson, who had no alternative but to quit as a member of parliament. The BabyAngelGeronimo, who when he was being misrepresented and his rights being violated by the two lying High Court judges, Murray and Griffiths in particular, became So, what is happening now in the various cases, court cases, that evilness, Boris Johnson's political template, the evilness Donald Trump has been facing in the USA, is that according to the comments published in Wednesday's London Evening No Standard, byline to Michael Wolff, the professional career biographer or unofficial biographer of Donald Trump, is that Trump faces literally dozens and dozens and dozens of criminal and civil allegations of wrongdoing and so on. So what Michael Wolff is saying in Wednesday's London Evening No Standard is that Trump's strategy must have been to so overwhelm the news headlines every day, featuring Trump himself, that kind of overwhelming dominance of Trump, dominance by Trump's name in the news headlines, would literally sink Biden and thus make sure that Biden is defeated by Trump at the election, whenever that is held. But of course, Michael Wolff is a career opportunist biographer. He never tells the whole truth himself. And in the last paragraph, he says, does Trump win by his So Michael Wolff is actually hedging his bets. So absolute airwave domination by Trump, absolute airwave domination is Trump's plan to crush Biden. The electoral calendar, with his march to the nomination, his myriad trials, means every day is Trump Day. That is fitting the heading. But then he hedges the bet at this paragraph, in the last paragraph. Whatever happens, absolutely whatever happens, I don't believe, and I'm saying this world exclusively, I don't believe that Trump can prevail. Because the more desperate he is, the more stupid he comes across as. And it will become unsustainable even by the most die-hard, completely brainless so-called supporters. What is the caption reading? The caption is reading, while India's economy is growing at an enviable 6% a year, the country still suffers from cumbersome bureaucracy, a slow legal system, and lack of investment from abroad. And the picture is by a white named woman called Rebecca Conway for the New York Times. It's a picture of a commercial street in New Delhi. They don't name the city where this picture was taken, but that is what it is. The International Herald Tribune, I still prefer that to the word New York Times. And there is a piece by a woman called Vanessa Barbara. How telling stories to my daughter got me through the darkest times. The war on terror has shaped a generation. And there is a piece in the business section, why efforts to police child labor often fail. There are two youths from Latin America, male and one female, heading for America or going to the USA. There is a piece in the I newspaper in London, byline to Yasmin Ali by C, who talks about Israel and Hamas and so on, and is typically hedging the bets. She ends her stupid piece by referring to the play or a film, Fiddler on the Roof, and then ends the piece by saying, we shall see where it takes us, whatever is happening now in Palestine. She doesn't take a firm position. Just like Michael Wolff, Yasmin Ali Baisi hedges the bets. That is the professional, corrupt, professional journalistic stance, method. The rest of the Fleet Street papers today are full of typical rubbish. One piece is about on the front page of the Times, Wednesday, that is, 3rd of January 2024, talks about millions of hospital operations and appointments have been cancelled due to the UK NHS doctor strike, which has not yet started really. So it's like a scare story. Private Lie, the fortnightly, which is due to be available, is officially due to be published on Friday, which is the 5th of January 2024. So every official Friday of the publication is preceded by 2 days ahead of that date or day when the private lie is available in Sainsbury's, WH Smith, etc. But for months now, Ian piece of distribution has been slacking and it's not available. So when I telephoned the private lie telephone number, which is not very reliable, a female answered the phone and she couldn't even understand the query. That is the extent of the ignorance at private eye itself. So when private lie publishes things like the on the back, which often contains one or two pieces from the high courts, I don't know who writes the bloody section, but it is so turgid, so completely, absolutely ignorant and stupid and dishonest. Because what the piece of wants to do is like dangling a piece designed as being an exclusive legal insight into the state of the law, state of the High Court, etc. That are embarked on by the courts, bureaucracy and the judges, etc., etc., etc. So I have read thousands of private lie pieces over the last 51 years, and I have not found one single piece that is truthfully. It is hedging the bet always. We shall be continuing on private lies, hedging the bet, and typical dishonesty, while claiming to be the best-selling news and current affairs magazine. Shall be ending this particular part